Good afternoon. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to my last one for tonight. Now, most of you should know this man by now, but So, hello, Nino. How
Hello,
are you?
hello everyone. I'm fine. I was setting some things up, but glad to
It's
be here.
really hot over in the UK at the moment.
Okay. Uh,
Really hot over here. Can
what
you
time is
turn
it?
your volume up a bit more, please? All right.
More up. Okay. Is that louder?
Yeah, that's better. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I don't want to put it too much because then I get an echo reverb.
Okay. Thank you. So, what have you been up to lately then?
Um, I went out and bought a new sound system equipment for to do my lives. And what else have I been up to? Oh, I've been getting things ready because I'm going to be going down to Memphis in about a week and a half. I'll be going down to Memphis, and I'll be going down to even south or more south to Tupelo, Mississippi. And when I
Okay.
get back, I have to do a book signing.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because you were telling me about that book signing. So you went down to Memphis. Are you going to do any singing as well down there, or was it just a
Yes,
book
I'm glad
signing?
that you asked me, Steve, because I plan to go live at the gates of Graceland. Believe it or not. Uh,
No.
yes, I will be going live. Probably a cappella, but I'll be going live at the gates of Graceland.
Oh,
Uh,
you got to tag me in for that. I will. I
Maybe
will.
a song or two.
Let me know. Let me know when you're doing it, and I will kind of like play it on the air live for you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I will. Then everybody can join in on that.
Yeah,
Um.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Anything for you. Um. So your book. I'm sorry. Your kind of like your signing. Tell us about that. What's happening about that?
Well, I'm going to be signing books at Happy Day Comics in Indiana for Free Comic Book Day. I'll be representing Space Coast Comics, and I'll be signing books along with other guest artists. One of the main guest artists will be Frank Fosco. He's the artist for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and that will be on Free Comic Book Day all over the United States. I don't know if they do it all over the world, and that'll be in Indiana. So that'll be when we return from Memphis.
Right. So, uh, Frank, what was his other name?
Frank Fosco.
Bosco. Okay. I know. Must. I know a Frank over your way. He does acting and stuff.
Oh, really? Okay.
He does a lot of acting. Yeah. Same name actually.
So
So
really,
yeah, yeah. Funny, isn't it? So
yeah.
anyway, so you're doing that. So you're gonna go to Memphis. And you're gonna do your book signing. How long are you gonna stay over in Memphis for then?
Oh, not long. Maybe 3, 4 days. And I'll be back. I'll be meeting up with a friend that lives out there. Um, he's a puppeteer, and he's the creator of Muley. It's a little puppet that's supposed to be a mule. Uh, but I'm meeting up with him, and we're supposed to take the road trip to Tupelo. And if I can go live in Tupelo, I'll let you know too.
Yeah, yeah. You let us know about Graceland, yeah, and whatever, because we will love to. We will love to do it. Come on live with you because that would be really interesting.
I
Um,
appreciate it.
when you get to Memphis, then you're going to Graceland and stuff like that. Is there any other places that you'll be going? You know,
Um, well, we plan to go to Memphis and do all the touristy things, see Graceland, and I was planning to go to the Memphis Zoo because they have pandas there. I've never seen a panda, uh, and probably meet up with a couple of my friends that live out there. But there's really not much to do out there in Memphis except the whole music scene, Sun Records, Graceland, Stax Records, those kind of things.
yeah, yeah. And by the way, guys, tonight, if you really, I know I said you got to have a certain time to do it, but if you want to come on and ask um, Nino any questions, anything, just say, Steve, I want to come on and ask a question there, and we will get you live with Nino. So how about that? So that's what we'll do for you. All
How?
you've got to do is come on live, and we'll sort that out for you. Not a problem. So when you kind of like so it's like every time when you do your kind of like your drawings and everything, because you do a lot of drawings as well, don't you?
Yes, I do. I do a
Yeah.
bunch of drawings.
So so what's the best piece of artwork you ever done?
The best piece is probably one of my original artworks from one of my comic books because I sold it. I sold it, and a couple of years later, I discovered that it was in some kind of museum in Los Angeles, and I don't know how it got there, but that would probably be my best piece of artwork if it went right into a museum. It was like an art gallery type museum thing, I guess, for pop culture artwork. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. And I see that you've been doing your lives on Facebook. How's that been going?
Oh, it's okay. I did the last one I did. I lost the signal twice, and I wasn't able to get back on at all. I apologized to everybody I could. It really changed my mood. I was looking forward to doing it because I purchased all this new equipment to try to get a better sound, and uh, and then when I went on, the transmission, the signal, it cut off twice, and the third, and I tried to go get back on, and it wouldn't let me back on.
Yeah, well, the trouble is with Facebook, it's terrible now as well because I know some people that go on for about half an hour, and then Facebook will cut them off.
They will. Or another thing, I'll finish a live, and then when I share it, Facebook censors and mutes all the songs, and they send me a copyright warning thing or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We were getting copyright as kind of like a radio and podcast show. We had to get a copyright, and it was because what was happening with us is that not only ours goes on YouTube and it goes all on different networks, and the
Yeah.
trouble is we were being cut out like halfway through when we first started,
Oh, okay.
so we had to use another system. So instead of using like YouTube, we use this, but it would take us to YouTube and other platforms. Say,
Well, I've been trying to get away from Facebook doing lives. I really wanted to do it on YouTube, but you need at least 1,000 subscribers to go live. And at the moment, I think I only have like 90 subscribers. So if
oh,
you're out there, please
you're
subscribe.
laughing about it, but at the end of the day, all you got to do to the subscribers is say like, when you do a live sometime, you just kind of like say to them, well, please, please, subscribe, share, and everything, and do something like I don't know, give away something or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Give
I would,
away something or kind of like or speak to somebody or say, look, if you subscribe or if you share this so many, I will do I don't know, I do a live review and speak to you and stuff like that.
right. I could do something like that. I wasn't thinking about that. It's always nice to think about those things, but it just passed my whole.
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. It's all about promoting, really.
Yeah.
It's about being, being wise and being promoted and everything. Let's look at some messages here. Don't forget, guys. I don't know if you know, but I know you're joining me, and I know that you are. I was going to call you a posse of Nino because you follow Nino very much, and he really appreciates that.
I do.
If you want to speak to Nino live, you can do. All right, you can ask him any question you want. Right, reasonable. Right, be careful what you're saying
Yes.
to him. So what you can do about that, you see a link that's come up on the chat, and all you got to do is go on the link, and then come on here and say, "Hi, Steve." Then tell me your question. Then what you do, then I will let you go on live and speak to Nino. So how about that? So it's you can do that when you want to. Right. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to show you the messages what you got so far.
Okay.
So we got.
Oh, Teresa Negres. Okay. She's from Brazil. She's one of my fans. I'd like to say hello to her. Muito obrigado por assistir, Teresa Milagres. And today is the International Friends Day. So, Dia do Amigos. Thank you very much. She's a very nice lady. She's a great supporter. Cassia. Oi, Cassia. Tudo bem?
How many followers do you have?
Well, I really don't count my followers, but I get a lot of them from Brazil.
Right.
And they're talking to each other there. But I want to say, let me say hello to them. Muito obrigado, Brasil, por assistir. Muito obrigado, Cassia, Teresa Milagres. I had to, Steve, I had to learn some Portuguese to talk with my fans.
Well, can you tell them? You tell them that they can come on live and talk to you and ask you questions if they want.
Oh, I'm not that advanced.
Right.
I did leave them the message in Portuguese on my fan group. So.
All right. Okay.
Oh, feliz dia dos amigos, Cassia, Teresa Milagres. So, like I said, it's the International Friendship Day.
Yeah.
So português, muito obrigado, amiga. Wow. Hola, Maria Carmen. ¿Cómo estás, Menchu? She's from Spain. So they're all over the place, They're stalking me.
You get a lot of followers, don't you, from all over the world, really?
They do. It surprises me. I've got one member in my fan group. She's from Africa. And so you never know who's watching.
No, you don't. You've got a lot of followers, and really, all these people love you and everything. What do you think about that, then?
Well, it warms my heart that they're following me and watching me, and they've been with me since the beginning. When I started doing this on Facebook, so they've been with me from the start, and they're still here with me, and I appreciate that. And all the other fans that come after them, I'm also going to be happy about that too. So I say thank you.
Okay, so would you be able to play a song? Can you play a song?
Yes, I can. I didn't prepare anything because I had everything for my system set up, but I'll try something, anything.
Yeah, anything.
I hope that you can hear me.
If you can, yeah.
And that's all. Just kidding. How about don't? I'll try to do don't. Don't. That's what you say each time that I hold you this way. When I feel like this and I want to hold you, baby, don't say don't. Baby, don't say don't. I'll do that a little bit because, like I said, I wasn't prepared for anything. But I can do some guitar instrumental for you because, as you know, I'm also a blues guitarist.
Yeah, you carry on for a minute. Yeah.
Home, baby, don't you wanna go? home. Baby, don't you wanna go home? Back to the land of California, or to my sweet home, Chicago. 1 and 1 is 2. 2 and 2 is 4. I'm heavy loaded, baby. I'm booked, I gotta go. I'm crying, baby. Baby, don't you wanna go back to my same old place, to my sweet home, Chicago?
There
Okay.
you go. We got some requests here.
Oh, wow. Way down.
There you go, way down.
I would have to sing way down a cappella, right? Way down where the music plays. Way down where the tidal waves. Way on down. How's that
Way
going?
on down.
Ooh, my head is spinning. Well, like I said, I didn't have anything ready because I was going to use this entire system. And at the last minute, when I tried to connect, the computer said you can't use it. It was terrible. It was terrible. But if I make a video, I'm going to share it to the Crossroad podcast community so that everybody can watch it. How's that? How about that, Steve?
Yeah, do not worry about it. That's fine. We got some more messages here.
Oh, hermosa voz. Muchas gracias, Janet. Got more, Acacia. Muchas gracias. Muito obrigado, Acacia. Muito obrigado, Teresa.
Who's your biggest
I
fan?
was the one who taught her to kiss when she wants you under her spell. The sight of her tears drives you out of your mind. I taught her so well. Okay, that's all I can do right now.
Who's your biggest fan? Is it your mum?
Let me see. This is Cassia. Cassia, she's my friend from Brazil. If someone was speaking, I didn't see all the comments.
Hang on, I'm doing it now. Yeah.
Okay. Well, Janet, excelente. Muchas gracias, Janet, por mirar. Janet is from Peru. Saludos para todos los que están mirando en Perú. Cassia, de nada, amiga. Well, Elvis Rodriguez, yes.
Yeah. And that's it for a minute.
Yeah, and like I said, Steve, I get all these different fans from different parts of the world. Spain, Peru, Brazil. Where did I get in Europe? I got some people from the UK. So it gets around. It gets around. And that surprises me too, because I can still walk down the street over here, but maybe one of these days somebody might recognize me, you know. It's him.
You never know. You never know. Have you ever thought of doing like a big concert type thing?
A concert type thing? I didn't
So
really
that all your fans can kind of like come and meet you or something.
Well, that would be kind of hard for them because they all live international. Here in Chicago, where I live, Chicago, there's just the clubs and the bars, the clubs, and those kind of things. And whoever comes out, comes out. I don't really have a huge fan base in the city. There are some people that know me, uh, but it's not like a big concert venue thing. I would like to. I would like that. I think I
Yeah.
would be surprised if I went to Brazil. So many. I got such a big following in Brazil. That would surprise me if it actually got noticed out there.
They'll probably jump on you. All the girls will jump on you.
Well, that's not a problem with me. It'll be a problem with my wife, but
So
you can have
let's
my
let's get to your wife. Let's get to your wife. What
okay.
do you kind of like you're doing this music, you're doing all these signing books and everything.
Yeah,
Do you ever spend time with your wife, or is she one of these people thinking, "Get on with it, Nino"?
I spend time with my wife when she's home. She works a lot. She's a workaholic, and she has a regular job, 8-hour shift. And once she's done with that, she does a lot of babysitting. Uh, she's a lead teacher at a daycare learning center. I think that's what it's called. And when she's out of there, she goes directly to some babysitting, and that's usually 6 or 7 days a week. So I hardly see her, maybe a couple of hours. Talk to her on the phone or send her a message or whatever. And
Gosh, so you never see her then?
well, I see her. I see her. She comes home to sleep or have dinner. But whenever she's not working, whenever she doesn't have any kind of babysitting or any kind of those things, then we all go out. Me, my son, and her. We usually eat a pizza or something. Um,
What is Chicago like to? What is Chicago? What? Blah, 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 get my lips right. What is Chicago? What do you like about Chicago?
what I like? Well, I like the food. A lot of the people are good. Um, there are a lot of places here that, well, I don't know what kind of image Chicago has around the world, maybe because of this gangsters and kind of
Yeah,
like
that's what
dangerous
car chases,
car chases. No, it's just a regular place. It's a regular. There are bad places
bank
and good
robberies.
places. Yeah. Um, uh, everything happens down by the Lake Michigan, because they have all the stores and the restaurants, and it's really places for people to go that live in the city and also tourists. And every now and then I'll go down by the Lake Michigan. I like to walk around Lake Michigan. I even dream about Lake Michigan. It's just nice and relaxing. And sometimes I dream that I'm walking with somebody and just talking with them. And next thing you know, I fall off the bed and Lake Michigan's gone.
Let's talk about kind of like about more about you yourself and are you spiritual?
Uh, well, I am. I'm Catholic, uh, but I don't practice 24 hours a day. But I do believe in higher power. I believe in God and Jesus and everybody that's in the Bible. I believe in them. Uh,
Hmm,
everybody, Adam and Eve, Noah.
yeah, yeah. Um, what kind of what like in the media or the news and everything? What gets you really fed up when you kind of like look at the news and everything?
Oh, I can't stand politicians. Any political party. I just don't like. I turn off the news because it's a lot of politics, and I don't trust any one of them really. And so, not to get aggravated or upset, I just turn off the news. I don't like reading. If I see it on Facebook, any kind of campaign or any kind of political promise or whatever, I'll just keep scrolling. I really don't like politicians at all.
Yeah, yeah. And about you kind of like let's touch right on your own life. You said to me that you hardly see your wife only time when she comes home and goes to bed and gets back up again and everything. But and because you got your children around you too, are they all supportive of your music and what you do?
Yeah, they are. I mean, no one has come up to me and said I'm terrible or thrown a tomato in my face. boo me or anything. Uh, but they're supportive, you know. My in-laws, well, my brother-in-laws and my sister-in-laws, they know what I do, but they don't really say anything negative to me. I'm not doing anything negative. I'm doing what I like that makes me happy, and I make people happy. And
Yeah.
they actually get surprised when they see things like this because sometimes being my sister-in-laws or being my sisters, they tell me, well, why would they have you on? Why don't they have somebody else? And I
Well,
usually
we have you on because you're a nice bloke, and we
thank you,
you're honest, and we all love you.
thank you very
So
much.
you tell your people, mind their own business. Um,
And I have to let them know that I love me too.
yeah, yeah. There you go. Got some more messages here.
Oh well, that's Portuguese, and it says they want to know how many times I went to Graceland. Uh, a lot of times. Muito,
What
muito,
is
muito, muito.
what is Graceland like?
Well, I'm glad that you asked me because a lot of people around the world they see pictures of Graceland, they see movies, and they all believe, oh, it's so beautiful and it's a beautiful place to live. And it probably was when Elvis bought the property in 1957. But if I have to be blunt about it, and honest, it's a country ghetto. It's like Graceland is the beautiful island, and everything around it is terrible. Gangs and violence, and a lot of tourists don't know that. And they want to go walking around thinking it's beautiful, and then they get a shock. So they stay around the area. You know, Graceland is beautiful. I can't say anything negative about it. Everything there. It's like I said, it's a beautiful island. It goes around, and now they have a hotel, a big hotel they built, and they have the new structure across the street, and that's all the good stuff. But really, speaking honestly, you can't really venture around there too much.
Yeah, yeah.
So that says, muchas gracias, Janet, por tus palabras. Agradezco mucho que estás mirando y saludos a Perú. So she said, thank you for letting us watch and letting them hear my beautiful voice.
Oh, there you go. That, you're on it. Don't worry about it. Don't forget. Can you tell everybody in your language that if anybody wants to come on and ask questions, they can?
Oh, yeah. Si quieren hacerme unas preguntas en vivo, si puedes. Brasil, España, Peru, and everybody watching, whoever's watching. Or I guess after the show, I know I have a lot of after views. So if they watch this show after it's done, they can even leave comments there.
Yeah, well done. Yeah. What else we got? There's another message that.
Oh. Okay, Cassia. Muito obrigado, amiga.
What is she saying? Bye.
She said a lot of times, I'm not familiar with the last word, but I know it's nothing negative.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Marvelous.
She's answering my Graceland question, how many times I have gone. Graceland, muitas veces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So when you went to Graceland, then did you have a look around the house and did you go right around the house? Then did you?
I did. They let you in. You go with the tour. The only thing I didn't like was that a lot of fans don't understand that Graceland is historically incorrect. When Elvis was last there, everything was decorated red. The carpeting, the walls, the furniture, everything was red. And then when EPE and the ex-wife took over business, everything was changed back to the way it looked in the early 1960s. It's still beautiful, but I was hoping to see it the way it was. Elvis actually left it, but I can still keep going back. I think now they have a little display of the old red furniture and things, but it would have been nice to see the Graceland the way it last looked when Elvis was actually living there.
Do they still queue up outside to go in?
Do they still what?
Queue up? Like, do they still queue up to
They
get in?
when the tour, well, they have shuttle buses going every 10 or 15 minutes. They go in a continuous circle because it's across the street from the where they sell the tickets. So every time a shuttle bus shows up, everyone is taken off the bus and they have to wait to get in. Someone will come out and let them in. That group will go in, they look around. There used to be actual tour guides. Now they give you earphones to hear, and you look at everything, and the earphones will tell you this is his 15-foot long custom couch, and this is the chandelier, and blah blah blah. And then in the back, unfortunately, the back, it's people don't realize now the backyard where it's the meditation garden. It's like a miniature cemetery because they actually have actual bodies there and tombstones and headstones and those kind of things. And now they have Lisa Marie's son, and I guess when she dies, they'll bury her there too. So the backyard is actually like a miniature cemetery.
Mm.
They have religious statues and those things.
What did you think about this scenario with Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie?
I was kind of shocked, but famous people do those kind of things. When they got married, I kind of had a feeling that they were going to get divorced. I didn't think it was going to last forever, but
Was it a publicity stunt?
the what?
Was it a publicity stunt?
I don't know if it was a publicity stunt, but then I started hearing things and reading things that Michael Jackson was actually trying to get the music catalog like he did with the Beatles. And then I started thinking maybe he just married her to kind of get the catalog, for the music catalog, because he had done that with the Beatles, and Paul McCartney, he couldn't, I don't know if he got him back, the catalog or not, but I thought that was pretty sneaky.
Yeah. You got to be very careful. Are you going to give us another song?
Sure. What song shall I play?
Anyone you want to.
Well, off the top of my head. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Well, I used to date your sister, and I took her to the show. Along came Jim, went for some candy. Along came Jim Dandy, and they snuck right out the door. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice, and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Well, I used to pull your pigtails and pinch your turned up nose. But you've been a-growing, and baby, it's been showing from your head down to your toes. Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you? Little sister, don't you kiss me once or twice? Say it's very nice, and then you run. Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done? Little sister, don't you do what your big sister done. How's about that?
Brilliant. Well done.
Thank you.
Got some more messages here. Hang on for a second.
Okay.
When you made a mistake just now, I was having some water, and all of a sudden, I started laughing, and the water went back to my throat. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, went down
Um,
the wrong way, right? Happens to me a lot. Seems some sweet song. What sweet song can I sing?
Love me tender.
Obrigado, Cassia, Cassia. Little sister. Oh, that's my. You know what? I tell people that Linda Thompson is my sister, and she is. That's her actual name, Linda Thompson, and she was born one day before Elvis's birthday.
Well done.
She was born January 7th, 1981. And she's married now, and her name is Linda Thompson. Muito obrigado.
Where you go?
So that's a strange coincidence.
Yeah, just do the last call, everybody. Sorry about my throat. If you want to come on live, actually on screen and talk to Nino, you can. So this is my last call now. So if anybody wants to come on, I will send you the link, and you can come on and have a chat with him.
Yes, I'm waiting. I'm here.
Memories, please.
Nino Land.
Yes, talk to Nino. Come on and speak to Nino.
Memories. I'll do it a cappella. Memories press between the pages of my mind. Memories sweeten through the ages just like wine. Quiet thoughts come floating down and settle softly to the ground like gold of autumn leaves around my feet. I touch them and they burst apart with sweet memories. Sweet memories.
Well done.
Thank you very much. Just having a good time.
Thank you very much, baby. Well, there you go. That's Nino. I tell you what.
Yes.
When you kind of like, while you're living in Chicago and everything, have you ever thought of just going into the studio and kind of like making some music and kind of like getting all your music out there?
I did want to do that here in the city, but in the city of Chicago, the recording studios are more for like urban type music, like rap music or pop music. And so I did go to a studio. How old was I? I think I was 21 or 22. It was called Barn Burner Studios in Rock Island, Illinois. And I have some cassettes around here because I actually recorded some stuff. And that was about the only time that I went to the recording studio to record something, you know. And,
yeah.
I don't know whatever happened to that place, but in the city, unless you're doing like rap or more contemporary music, they don't have those kind of studios like Sun Records or anything like that. They have the Chess Recording Music Studio, but it's a museum now. And, what can you do? I'll just do it from home.
Yeah, I know. What kind of music are you actually into then, Nino? I know that you like all your, I know like you like your Elvis, and I know that you're into kind of like.
Yeah, I love Elvis music all my life. I tell my son all the time, I saw Elvis when I was 4 years old in action. But I listen to a lot of blues music. I listen to a lot of Jimi Hendrix. I listen to a lot of Stevie Ray Vaughan and Buddy Guy. I listen to a lot of country music, classic country music. I don't like listening to a lot of new country music. I'm not too familiar with a lot of them. I would have to like sit down one day and just listen to the radio. I listen to a lot of Spanish music. I'm also planning to do an all Spanish live from my group. If I can say that real quick here.
Yeah,
Este,
carry on, carry on.
muy pronto voy a hacer, voy a cantar en vivo en mi grupo en full español. Ah, todas las canciones en español para todos los que hablan español y para cantar diferentes músicas. And so I just said I'm gonna be singing live from my group soon. I'm gonna be singing live from my group soon, but all Spanish live. Uh, and it'll be all Spanish songs for all those people that speak and listen to Spanish music. Oops, I got a little feedback there.
Yeah. So, when you kind of like, what do you do when you're not playing music and you're not kind of like signing books or doing anything else? What else do you do in your spare time?
My spare time, I usually talk to my wife on the phone, or I'm practicing more of my Portuguese, or I'm with my son. He likes to go out a lot, and I go with him because I'm not doing anything. We watch a lot of DVDs, or I go around town and I buy all the collectible things I can find of Elvis. Like I have this rack full of old Elvis magazines from the 60s and 70s and those kind of things, you know. Or I'm on Facebook on my group, checking my groups, talking with my fans and friends.
Do you like do you like being in? Not, I can't say the public eye. Do you like do you like all your fans? Do you like being noticed?
Uh, it's nice being noticed. It's nice to have people always sending you messages and asking the same kind of questions you ask me. Uh, to them, I'm just an online type of celebrity. I don't see myself as a celebrity because I just see myself as a guy on the computer on Facebook. But to people from other parts of the world, they see you and they see you all the time, and you're always making videos or you're doing interviews or you're going to do a book signing, and they get this idea in their head that you're like a big celebrity in your country. Uh,
Mm,
so I enjoy talking to them. I answer their questions, or sometimes I'll surprise them and send them an audio clip of me singing or of me talking in their language, and they get happy about that. Just little things. It doesn't cost anything. Just a few seconds of my time.
yeah. What do you like most about your life at the moment?
What I like most about my life? Well, uh, thank God I don't have the coronavirus. So that's one big thing because I don't mean to joke or anything, but I had some people at work and some people I know have passed away because of the COVID. Uh, and I was working actually in a COVID area at work because I work at the UIC Medical Center, and they had me in a COVID area, and I wasn't vaccinated yet. So I'm vaccinated now, so I'm happy that I'm still here. Uh, I didn't mean to make light of it, but that's that's like number one. And then I'm happy that I have a lot of fans watching me and listening to me and just supporting me.
Yeah, yeah. Um, when you kind of like what's the biggest achievement you ever achieved in your life so far?
The biggest achievement I think is having my son. You know, when I was young, I was a kid. I always wanted to have a son. I didn't think I would actually have one. But he's my greatest achievement because now, when I'm old, he's going to take care of me. But
Yeah,
seriously, my greatest achievements are what I'm doing now, my music and my artwork. Because I was a daydreamer in school, and I would look out the window and get in trouble a lot for doodling or drawing. I was in music classes, and these are things that I always wanted to do. And now I get paid to do it. You know, either live or somebody online might send me some kind of tip or donation on PayPal, and or I'll go to a comic book show and people will buy my artwork. So that makes me happy.
Great. Okay. And the last question. Um, what would if you any of your fans wants to get into music? What
If my
advice?
fans want to get into music,
Yeah. If they want to get into music, or your fans want to get into music, what kind of advice would you give them?
do it. Don't listen to the haters and the naysayers. Uh, Feed off of their critiques. If they're haters and they're saying you're no good, you're never going to get anywhere, nobody's going to listen to you. If you listen to them, then you've defeated yourself. They haven't done anything to you. It's you. Don't believe them. Don't listen to them. Actually, feed off of that negativity and let it fuel you and get stronger and get more determined. I mean, because we're all Elvis fans watching this, and they told him to go back to driving a truck. Imagine if you would have listened to them.
That's the trouble, isn't it? People, it's yeah. I can understand. Yeah. Can you do us a last song, please? Can you?
Sure, want something a cappella? And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friend, I say it clear, I state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway, oh, and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each chartered course, each careful step along the byways, oh, and more, much more than this. I did it my way.
Well done. Woo!
Thank you very much.
If I had a pair of pants, I'd chuck them at you. Um, okay, so we
Thank
got some people just come on. So here we go.
My way. Okay.
My way. There you go.
Sim. Oh, muito obrigado, amiga. That's Cassia Cassia. She's my good amiga. Aplausos. Muito obrigado.
Yeah. And we got Blanky T Blank, but I don't know what that is.
Speechless.
Speechless. Yeah. Okay. Listen to me. I'm always speechless when we got you on because we love having you on and
Thank you very
catching up
much.
with you.
I'm sorry
Uh,
that the system didn't work, but I'll make a video and share it to the community.
no, you're okay. I tell you what, you did a good job tonight. It's really, really good. And a lot of people is kind of left messages and everything, and saying a lot about you. They love you, all they love you, and everything. And you're getting all the love.
Thank you.
I don't get any. I don't get any love, me. You get the
Oh,
love.
I
I
give
don't
you
get
here,
any.
here. Here's some love for you. Catch it, because
Okay, I don't
well,
get more great interview, Nino. Thank you very much.
thank you
Thank you
very
very much.
much for
Thank you
having
for
me.
your support. Crossroads podcast.co.uk. That's where you find me. Thank you very much for joining me. Nino, as always, we love you and
Thank you
you
very
keep
much.
doing what you've got to do. And we're going to get Nino back in the near future. He knows that already. And in the meantime, thank you guys for watching and keep on supporting him. Give him some tips, right?
Obrigado. Thank you very much. Muchas gracias. Bye bye.
Good night, Nino. God bless.
Good night, Steve. God bless.
There you go, guys. Thank you very much for joining me tonight. This is my last show. I'm off to bed because I live in the UK and for me it's 11:45. thank you very much for joining me tonight. I really, really, really appreciate it. Come, please like my Crossroads page. I really do appreciate it. And thank you so much for joining me. For everybody joining me and Nino. In the meantime, love you all. God bless and take care. And where you are in the world, be lucky. Take care. Good night, all.